Hey everyone, and welcome back to Prevision. I'm Anish, and today we'll be solving the engineering mathematics gate 2024 questions of civil engineering. This is from civil shift 1 and 2, and if we get enough time, we'll also solve the solutions of the chemical engineering from the mathematics paper. Okay, so yeah, let's start with this question. So this is a partial differential equation they have given where this is du dx square. So let me write this bit better. Du d square u by dx square equals to 2, and you have to tell how is u related. So like you can either do it with the help of options or you can simply integrate it. So first let's check with options. So what I can see is like which one should I choose first. So if I choose this one, I can see there is a function of x as well, and this function of x will always remain. Okay, like even if I differentiate, I will get g dash of x and then g of x, something like that. Okay, g dash of x. So this will always remain, but here I have a constant, so I shouldn't choose this one. Also, I shouldn't choose this one also. If I differentiate it one time, this will be g dash of x, and if I differentiate it again, this will be g double dash of x. And I don't have any g dash of x or something like that. I have a constant term, so this is also gone. This is the same thing. Again, I have g of x, so this will be also gone. Let me write this better. So only this one is remaining. Now let's check if this is true or not. So if I differentiate it once, what will I get? It will be 2x plus, now if I differentiate, like this is chain rule uv, so this first will be f of y, then it will be simply 0, because if I differentiate with respect to partial differential with respect to x f of y, like it will be 0 itself. So this will be x times 0, which is 0, and differentiation of this one will be 0 because this is a function of y and I am differentiating partially with respect to x, so this all of this will be 0. Okay, now let me differentiate it again. If I differentiate it again, this will be 2, because again this is a function of y. So if I partially differentiate it with respect to x, this will be 0 and this will be simply 2. So like yes, this is satisfying. So obviously option D will be correct. Okay, this is the method like which you can use to solve it quickly. Now let's formally solve it. How to formally solve it? So what we'll do is we'll write our partial differential equation equals to 2. Okay, so this is our partial differential equation. So if this is our partial differential equation, then if I integrate it, this will be if I one time integrate it with respect to x, this will 2x plus some function of y. Why x can't come here? Because there will be some constant term, and that constant term can also be a function of y but not a function of x, because function of x, like if you differentiate simple equation, like simple this, let's say this is not a partial differential equation, this is simply differential equation d dx, then this will be simply 2x and plus c also will be there. Okay, so that's why that c can be y here, because if I partially differentiate this now, I will get back here. Okay, I will get back here, as this is a function of y, this is treated as a constant. Okay, but for some reason if I write here f of x, if I partially differentiate this, then this won't be 2 anymore. There will also be an extra term of f dash of x. That's why this is f of y. So yeah, then again I integrate this. This will be u 2x square, and here what is this? This is a constant. So what is the integration of with respect to x of a constant term? It is cx. So here it will be f of y into x into f of y plus another function we have to take for the same reasons, g of y. So this is my D option, matching with the D option. So D option will be my answer. This is pretty simple question. So next question is about the linear algebra. So they have like told us to find the eigenvalues of matrix A. So this matrix is given and you have to find the eigenvalues. How to find it? So what you can do is first, like what you can do is, like, you don't need to derive that a minus lambda I determined 0, then you find the characteristic equation, from that you find the roots. No, simply the eigenvalues are given, you use the options. So if we use the options, what are the main two properties we know? The main two properties that we know is trace of A equals to the summation of my eigenvalues. summation of my eigenvalues. So trace of A, what is trace of A here? Trace of A is 2 4 2, so it is 8. Trace of A, like what does trace of A mean? Trace of A means the summation of the leading diagonal elements, so it is 8 over here. And what is the summation of eigenvalues? Now we have to check which are matching over here. So if I check here, 1 plus 3 plus 4 is 8, so this is matching. Okay, the first one is matching. Now is this matching? No. Minus 1 minus 5 minus 6 plus 2, which is minus 4, so this is not matching, so this is not a probable answer. And here it is 1 plus 2 plus 5, again this is matching, 8. And here it is minus 1 plus 1 plus 2, so this is minus 2, so again this is also not matching. Okay, so obviously these two are my probable answers. Now what is the second condition? Second condition is the determinant of A should be equal to the product of my eigenvalues. So like we write the product symbol like this, like a pi symbol of my eigenvalues. Okay, so now what is my determinant of A? Simply you can compute it. So this is just like I'm directly computing it. 2 times 4 times 2 minus 1, then minus 1, 1 times 2 minus 1, then 1 times minus 4, okay, equals to my determinant of A. So what is this? This is 2 times 8 minus 1, which is 7, minus 1, and this is minus 3. So 14 minus 4 is 10 itself, 10. So my product of eigenvalues must be 10. Which one are satisfying? So here if I see 1 times 3 times 4, obviously it is not 10, but this is satisfying. 1 times 2 times 5 is 10. So this is satisfying and this is not satisfying. So yeah, this is it for this question. Let's go to the next question. So this is from like a numerical method. So this question is not for EE and EC. Okay, just to keep this in mind. If EE and EC people are watching, this is not in your syllabus. This is in the IN syllabus, but obviously IN exam has been occurred, so yeah, that won't matter. So like this question is from Newton's interpolation technique. Okay, so like this we used to study previously, it was in our syllabus also, but it got removed. So here you have been given table of values and you have to find the function, value function at 1.5 using the second order Newton's interpolation technique around x0. X0 is this first variable. Okay, so this is on the interpolation. So this is the straightforward simple formula. So you have to use like first draw the table x 1 2 3, then f of x, then like what we had 0 0 0.3010 0.4771. Okay, so then this is fine. Now what is the first difference? So we have to interpolate using the difference method. So what is the first difference? If you tend to forget this, just you can remember like this, that it is del y by del x, simple like this. Okay, so this will be, what is del y? Del y is this. Okay, 0.3010 minus 0 divided by, what is del x? 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1. And what is so this will be 0.3010, and this will be same only. Okay, so this minus this, so this is like bit difficult actually. So what I will recommend is you can do this with the help of calculator, like the subtraction, because some error may occur. So 0.4771 minus 0.3010, so this is basically 0.1761. so this is the first difference. Now what is the second difference? What is the second difference? The second difference is basically this one, right? Delta. So here I am directly going from 1 to 3. Just remember that here del x is from 1 to 3. Okay, this is del y is fine, but del x is from 1 to 3. So this will be 0.1761 minus 0.3010 divided by 3 minus 1, which is equals to 0.301 divided by 2. So this is equals to minus 0.06245. Okay, minus 0.06245. So this is my second difference. So what is the formula? What is the formula for interpolation? So formula for interpolation is something like this for the second order interpolation. So here what do you do? First you will write f of x naught, then plus x minus x naught into f dash of x naught, which is basically the first difference. Okay, first difference. Then the second difference is x minus x naught into x minus x1 and f double dash of x naught. Okay, so this is the second difference. So obviously we have been told to find until second difference, so we will write until here the formula. So my f of x will be the approximate value of function. So what is f of x naught? It is 0, x naught is 1. So here I will write x naught is 1. So it is 0 plus x minus x naught. So x minus 1 into f dash of x naught, which is the first difference at like x equals to 1, which is 0.3010, plus x minus 1 into x minus 2 into f double dash of x naught, which is minus 0.06245. So what will this be? So we can further simplify, or what you can do, we have to find the f of 1.5. So simply put x equals to 1.5. So here if you put x equals to 1.5, this will be 1.5 minus 1, so 0.5 into 0.301 plus 0.5 into minus 0.5 into minus 0.06245. So this will become positive into 0.5 into 0.5. So let me take another page. So this is plus 0.0156125 into 0.5 into 0.3, 0.5 into 0.301 is equals to 0.1505. So this is my f of 1.5. Now let me add these two up. This is 0.015625. So this is almost equals to 0.166. Okay, almost equals to 1.166. Now you can approximate this. If they have told you to approximate until the second decimal point, you will approximate it like this, 0.17. Okay, so this is just a lengthy problem, and the formula you need to remember, right? That those two things are very important. So let's go to this problem. This is like an aptitude problem. Find the smallest positive root of this equation. So you have been given the ranges and you have to find the smallest positive root. What you can do is that where will my root lie? Like my root will lie when the function goes from positive to negative value. So this I like when you were studying the basics from the engineering mathematics during the start of a course, you know the basic definition of root. So my root is when this like y equals to 0 here. Now if my y is equal to 0, obviously this is crossing from like this, right, from a positive value to negative value. Okay, then only like I will have a root here. Okay, so if we check the value of the function, if before it was positive, okay, and after it is negative, then definitely I will have a root. Okay, so if I check for this like they have told us to find the smallest positive root. So I will check from the start from the smallest positive range. Okay, so from 0 to 2. So at f of 0, what is it? F of 0 is simply minus 45, so it is negative. Okay, now what is my f of 2? My f of 2 is 2 raised to power 5, so it is 32. Okay, let me do this here only. -32 5 times 16 minus 10 times 8 plus 50 times 4 plus 18 minus 45 equal to 0. Okay, so it is 32, 80 minus 32. So let me do this here. So okay, this is 80 and this is also 80. So this is minus 160 and this is plus 200. So this is plus 40, and we are adding plus 40 with this and subtracting this. So let me do this here only. So 32 plus 40 plus 18 minus 45. So it is again 45. It is plus 45. Okay, so here what we are getting, so it is going from positive to negative. Okay, like if it is going from positive to negative, definitely I can say there is a, like, it crosses the 0 point. Okay, that is why we are calling it like this. Now you might say, sir, it might be like this also, yes, it might be like this also, that it just touches the 0 and goes up. That also may occur, but that is for other case, and we have to check for the other things there. But now, as we know, the function is going from from a negative value to positive value. Definitely it has to cross the 0 point, as it is a continuous function. They haven't told us, but like this is a continuous function, right? Like this, we can see this is a simple polynomial equation. So hence my smallest range will be here, and I started from here because they ask for the smallest positive root. That's why I started from here. Okay, so my smallest positive root will lie between 0 and 2. So here the question has asked that in a sample of 100 heart patients, each patient has 80% chance of having a heart attack without having medicine X. So if, like, we have 100 samples, and out of this 100 sample, each person has 80% chance of having heart attack, 80% probability of having heart attack. Okay, so this is P of H equals to 0.8. So these are the two data points without the medicine, without any medicine we're talking about now. It is like they are telling us it is clinically known that medicine X reduces the probability of having a heart attack by 50%. If someone takes that medicine X, then it reduces his probability of having a heart attack by 80%. 50%. Heart attack by 50%. Reduces by, not 2. By and 2 are different things. Now, so if it reduces by 50%, then what does that mean? That means if the person has taken medicine X and has heart attack, then it reduces by 50%. So 50% of 0.8 is 0.4 itself. So like we'll subtract this into 0.5, which is 0.4 itself. So if the person has taken the, so this will be X actually, this will not be, this will be M actually. If the person has taken the medicine and has heart attack, then the probability of having a heart attack like is 0.4. Okay, if the person has taken the medicine. This is the first thing. Now it has told that medicine X is taken by 50 out of 100 people. Okay, so only 50 out of 100 people have taken the medicine X. So P of M will be 50 by 100. Total sample size by number of favorable outcomes. So here 50 people have only taken the medicine and total sample size is 100. So this is equals to 0.5. Okay, so this is fine. Now probability that a randomly selected patient out of 100 patient takes medicine X and has heart attack also. Okay, so out of those, all of those 100 patients, it is asking us to find the probability that the person has medicine X and heart attack. Okay, so and there is an and over here. So what does this and represent? This and represents intersection. That means probability of M intersection H. Okay, now how can we write it? How can we find M intersection H? We can find it many ways. So what we know like probability of M, this probability of H by M. So probability of H by M is H intersection M divided by probability of M. Okay, here we have H intersection M and here we have probability of M, which is equals to given 0.4. Okay, and we know what is probability of M? Probability of M is 0.5. So if we simply multiply here, I will get my H intersection M, which is equals to 0.2. Okay, now you might ask, sir, how did you know that this M will come in the denominator and this H will come in the numerator? So like few things can be logical. Okay, like the medicine X hasn't even come to the story. First was that the heart attack. So obviously we take some medicine, then only we can cure the heart attack. If we don't even take them, like if the heart attack has already happened, what is the point of taking the medicine? The person will die, right? So obviously you take the medicine first, then you check for the heart attack. That's why this condition is like this, that obviously that if the person has taken the medicine, then again what is the chance of having heart attack even by taking the medicine? Because obviously everyone goes to the hospital, not everyone survives. So obviously if you take the medicine, what is the chance that you will have a heart attack? That's why this M will come in the denominator and H will come in the numerator. Okay, this is about the conditional probability. And from here you can simply find that your answer will be 0.2. Okay, probability will be 0.2, or in the options they have given in percentage, so it will be 20%. Now you can think like this also, or you can think in some other direction also. So what is that other direction? So you have 100 people, okay, and out of those 100 people, 50 people take the medicine and 50 don't take their medicine. Okay, 50 don't take their medicine. Now out of this 50 people, what is the probability that they will have heart attack? What is the probability? So what was the condition for taking the medicine? If a person has taken the medicine, then the probability of having heart attack reduced by 50%, which is 0.4, which is 0.4 here. So here my probability of heart attack is 0.4. So 0.4 times this, like how many total number of people can have heart attack? Like what are the chances of like out of the sample size, total number of people can have heart attack? It will be 0.4 times 50. It is 20. Okay. Then here, like this is the condition that they have asked us for. Like this is simple tree diagram. Simple tree diagram I am drawing. Okay. So the number of people that have taken the medicine and also have the heart attack also. Okay, and number of people that don't have the heart attack. Okay, what is the number of people that don't have the heart attack? It is like you can multiply 0.6 also, or you can subtract by like 20. 50 minus 20 is 30. Okay, now let's come to this case. Like you don't need to solve anymore. You can easily find that what they have asked. They have asked that number of people who have taken the medicine and also the heart attack, then which is equals to 20, which is equals 20. So 20 will be in the numerator. This is my favorable outcome. And what is my total outcome? Out of 100 people, they have told us out of 100 people, out of total 100 people. So obviously this is my total number of outcomes. So total sample size, so 20 by 100 is 20%, you can say. Okay, like this you can understand. I'm just completing a tree diagram. So here, if I don't take the medicine and I have 50 people over here, then what are the probability of having heart attack? So it is 0.8. In this case it is 0.8. Okay, let me mark this in green. 0.8. So 0.8 times 50 is like out of 50 people, 40 people will have heart attack and 10 people won't have heart attack. So here if you add these two up, add all of this, what will you get? You will get 100 again. Okay, total sample size upon the required one. So here what is this telling us? This is without not heart attack and heart attack. So the people who have not taken any medicine and who also don't have any heart attack are 10. Okay, and this is 40 who have heart attack without any medicine. So yeah, you can see the probability. Obviously the medicine helps in reducing the number of heart attacks. You can see that, like as the question said, right? So your answer will be 20%. And also you can solve here from other probabilities also, like if some other question comes up, from this same question. Okay, like some other thing they ask from the same question. Okay, so you can solve from this tree diagram. So yeah, so how to move from this tree diagram? So initially you will take the medicine, then only heart attack will occur, right? Like after heart attack has been occurred, why will you take the medicine? That's why the medicine came up first, then the heart attack came up. Okay, that's why the sequence is like this. So yeah, let's go to the next question. So this question is pretty simple, like a vector only. So you have been given a vector here, okay, and you have to simply tell is the vector incompressible or irrotational. So what does incompressible mean? Incompressible means the divergence of that vector will be 0. If the divergence is 0, then it is incompressible. And when does a vector become irrotational? When the curl of the vector is 0, like null vector, not 0, is null vector. So let's solve that. Let's first do the divergence because it is easy. So divergence of v bar is simply like, first we'll differentiate with respect to x with the I component, which is 0, and I'll differentiate with respect to y with the j component, which is again 0, because here we have 5x, this is 5x. So it will be 0, hence this is incompressible. Okay, now for irrotational I have to find the curl. So how to find the curl? Simply the determinant of this matrix ijk del x del y del z, and this is 3 5x 0, okay, which is equals to what? So this is equals to 0 0, so this will be 0 itself, and this is again 0, and this is also 0, so this is also like 0 itself. What about the last component? So this is dx dy into 5x, so like this is differentiation of this 5x with respect to x, which is 5. This will be minus 3, it doesn't matter because this is 0 anyways, 5, and this is like 0 again, so this will be 0 times k. Okay, so obviously what we can see, this is not a null vector, okay, not equals to null vector, hence not del cross v vector is not equals to 0, null vector, hence it is not irrotational. Basically it is rotational. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. So let's move to this next question. So next question is very interesting, like basic only. They have given two statements that p is some like differential equation with which is dy dx equal to this, and q is some differential equation which is dy dx equals to minus y square upon x square, and they have told us that okay, they have asked us about the, sorry, this question will be wrong, they have asked us is p differential, is like they have asked us is p homogeneous, sorry, I should have written this. Okay, sorry, yeah, that is correct, sorry. So the p what is the p statement? The p statement is the above given differential equation homogeneous or non-homogeneous? This is the p statement. And what is the q statement? Q statement is the given differential equation exact or non-exact. So I should write this equation here. Is the given differential equation exact equation or non-exact? Okay, sorry, and this equation will come here. Okay, so this is my P and Q. So here how to understand, like, let's first analyze the P statement. So for homogeneous, the powers should be same. So here my power is what, like here total power is 3 times 1, which is 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4, here we have power 2 plus 2 is 4, but here we have 2. Now few students are telling that this was also 4 here. Okay, if this was also 4 here, then it will become homogeneous. If this isn't 4 here, in my case I'm writing not 4, so this will be not homogeneous. Okay, I'm telling you from the starting itself that if the x, that single x was power 4, then it would have been homogeneous. Homogeneous. Power not same. Okay, so this is for P statement. Let's go for the Q statement. For exactness, simply you have to convert this into that standard format, m dx plus n dy. So let me rearrange this one. It is dy dx, so it will be x square dy equals to minus y square dx. So it is y square dx plus x square dy equals to 0. Now my m is y square, my n is x square. Now what was the condition for exactness? The condition for exactness was, let me write this, exact condition del m del y should be equals to del n del x. Okay, so is it true really? Let's check this. Del m del y is 2y and del n del x is 2x. No, they are not equal, hence not exact. Not exact. Okay, so they will not be homogeneous, and like P will not be homogeneous and Q will not be exact. So these two statements are true. Wherever these two statements are written, then you will tick mark that one. Okay, so again, like we have been given this question MSQ, like this is the basic question, that like the differential equation has been given, partial differential equation, and you have to tell the nature of curve. If positive values of x, positive values of y, will it be hyperbolic, will it be parabolic, ellipse, and sorry, what was this? I don't remember. This was okay. Again, this is elliptical because here the conditions are changing. X equals 0. Okay. So how to solve this? So simple thing what you need to remember is that if you haven't given some differential equation, this you have to remember. Okay, del square u by del x square plus b del square u by del x del y plus c del square u by del y square. Other things are also there, we will ignore them for now, equals to 0. Now here the coefficients of this things, right, will decide how the nature of your curve will be, the x and y. Okay, very important. So like students get confused with this b, they tend to think that b will be in front of this. No, b will not be in front of this. So here what are the conditions? So we check simply the determinant, which is equals to b square minus 4ac. Okay, so what is b square minus 4ac? So first, if it is equals to 0, that means it is parabolic. Okay, I will tell you how to remember this. Then if it is greater than 0, it is hyperbolic, and if it's less than 1, it is elliptical. Now this one you can easily remember, like greater than 0, hyperbolic. Okay, equal to 0, how you can remember is that whenever this is equals to 0, right, that means you think that in parabola, what happens in parabola, we have y square equals to 4ax. Both of them don't have the same order. Y is in square, x is in simple one order. Both of them don't have the same order. You can swap them up. X square equals to 4ay. Okay, but in elliptical both of them have same order. So hyperbola and elliptical both of them will have same order. That's why we can relate like this one will be greater than 0 and this one will be less than 0. Okay, you remember, right? In hyperbola what happens, like in normal equation hyperbola was x square minus y square equals to a square, something like that, or like x square by a square minus y square by b square equals to 1. Okay, that was the general equation. Here it was minus, here it is positive. So for ellipse, what was it? X square by a square plus x square y square by b square equals to 1. So there the coefficients were positive, here it will be negative, just the opposite. You can relate like that also. So you will be able to remember both of them at once. So yeah, and this will be equals to 0, simple. This will be equals to 0. Okay, so yeah, this is how you remember. Now what they have given us, that what is a over here, a is x, what is b over here, b is 0, c is y. Okay, don't get confused, b is 0, c is y. So a is x, b is 0 and c is y. Okay, so c is y. Now what is happening? Now let's check for each conditions. This was MSQ, so we have to check all the options here. So if x is less than 0, that means what? X is less than 0 means a is less than 0 and y is greater than 0 and c is greater than 0. So this is 0 anyway, so this becomes minus 4ac, minus 4xy. Okay, so we have to compare with minus 4xy. So one of them is negative, one of them positive, so overall it becomes positive, and yes, it is hyperbolic. So a option will be correct. Okay, a option will be correct, as minus 4xy is greater than 0 over here. Now what about my b option? Again, both of them are positive, that means overall they will be negative. Okay, and they are greater than 0, so obviously parabolic isn't an option because it needs to be equal to 0, so parabolic won't happen. Now if x is greater than 0 and y greater than 0, nature of curve is elliptical. Yes, both of them are positive, that means overall it is negative. That means this is correct. Nature of curve will be elliptical. And if 1 is equal to 0 and x is greater than 0, nature of curve will be elliptic. No, it will be parabolic. Okay, it will be parabolic, hence this is also not correct. So option A and C is correct. Okay, so these are the questions from shift 1, and next we'll solve the question from the shift 2. So what is this first question telling us? So here we have been given two matrices. So this is of order what, 2 cross 3, 2 rows and 3 columns, and this is of order 3 cross 2, 3 rows and 2 columns. Okay, so we have to find the determinant of a cross a into b, ab. So either what you can do, like if this was square matrix, you would have done determinant of a times determinant of b, but as these are not square, but after multiplying them they will become square, hence you will do that. So always remember, like we tend to forget the matrix multiplication. So when you multiply these two, this will get 2, like we'll get the row of this A matrix and the column of this B matrix. So it will be 2 cross 2 matrix. 2 cross 2. Now let's do the multiplication. So row into column, 2 times minus 1 minus 2, 2 times 2, 1 times 2 is 2, so minus 2 plus 2 gets cancelled, 4 times 1 is 4. So here we will have 4. Now 2 times 0 is 0, 1 times 3 is 3, 4 times 4 is 16, so this will be 19. 3 plus 16, 19. Now let's go to the second row. 1 times minus 1 is minus 1, 0, and this is 3, so this is 2, like 3 minus 1 is 2. Then 0, 0 and 12, so this is 12, and we have to find the determinant of this matrix. So pretty simple, 48 minus 38, which is equals to 10. So answer will be 10. Okay, this will be my answer of this question. Like this is not that like big of a deal. So again, this is a property based question from the linear algebra. So here two statements are given. One is P, where it is telling that A plus B whole transpose will be equals to A transpose plus B transpose, and Q statement is telling us AB whole transpose is equals to A transpose B transpose. Now which of the following is true? Now if you remember the properties correctly, that if I take the transpose, right, if I take the transpose of two matrices, the rule of associativity doesn't follow. So what do I mean by that? Sorry, rule of commutativity. So here it will be that my AB transpose, if you remember correctly, will be equals to B transpose A transpose. It will not be equals to this. Okay, you can take example also. Take any example like A equals to 1 2 minus 1 1 and B equals to 0 1 1 0. Okay, and you just use this and check if this is true or this is true. You will see this is true and this is not true. So Q will be wrong. Q will be wrong. It doesn't follow the commutative law, but this is true. This is true. Associated with this is true, because if you take the transpose, then it will be simple addition of these two. So it will simply associate with both of these. So this is true. P statement is true. Okay. Q is false. So P true, Q false. Okay. So yeah, this is the answer for this question. Now next we have a question from limits. So this is like a standard form. Okay, standard form. If you remember this, well and good. If you don't remember this, we can derive it. Like I will recommend to derive, because I myself also tend to forget this one. So what is the standard form of this? Standard form is limit x tends to infinity 1 plus a by x which is equals to e raised to power a. Okay, so this is my answer for this limit. But let's derive this. It will take you maximum 30 to 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute. You want to derive it, and it's fine if you can't remember everything. I also wasn't able to remember everything. So let's first use this, then I have to just subtract this minus 1. We'll take care of this minus 1 later. So first what we need to do is limit x tends to infinity. So let me name this limit as g. And this is 1 plus 0.05 x. Now let's take the log on both sides. So natural logarithm, I'm taking ln of g, and log can go inside the limit. Ln 1 plus 0.05 by x. So this is the natural logarithm. Now what I will do is, here x is going to infinity, right? I want to change my variables now. Like why? Because this is not solvable, but I want to use L'Hospital rule. How to use L'Hospital? So if I put x tends to infinity, yeah, this is going to ln of 1, which is 0, okay, and this is going to infinity. If I make this in the denominator, this will go to again 0. 1 by x is also going to 0. So if I somehow get this to denominator, this will be 0 by 0 format. So that is what my aim is right now. So let me convert variables. Let me write t equals to 1 by x. So if x tends to infinity, t will tend to 0. So I will change variables, but the answer of limit will remain same. So x is 1 by t. So x is 1 by t. So ln 0.05 times t divided by t itself. Okay. So now if t goes to 0, this is 0 and this is also 0. Like this is ln 1, which is 0. So 0 by 0 format, we can use L'Hospital rule. Okay, I'm not writing because this will take space. L'Hospital format, L'Hospital rule. So differentiating the numerator and denominator. This is 1 by 1 plus 0.05 t into chain rule is in action 0.05 divided by 1. This is equals to my ln of g. Remember, this is my ln of g, not g. G is my answer. So now this will be ln of g will be 0.05. So my g will be, I will take exponential on both ends, e raised to power 0.05. So this is my g. Now my answer is g minus 1, which is equals to e raised to power 0.05 minus 1. Let me just use the calculator. I have forgotten the answer actually. It is almost equals to 0.05, I think. 0.05. Okay, yeah, 1.1.05127 minus 1, which is equals to 0.05127. Okay, 0.05127. So this is my answer. Like if you want to approximate, you can approximate like 0.051 if they are told you to approximate till 3 decimal points. So yeah, this is the answer of this question. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So here they have given you some function and you have to find like whether the f of x has maxima, minima, or inflection point or saddle point. So what you can do is, like, this is a single variable only, so obviously no question of saddle point here. Okay, so in inflection, minima, maxima can only occur, and the range also they have given is between 1 to 6. Okay, so for maxima, what will happen? Look, let's just take the differentiation of this one. If I take the differentiation, f dash of x equals to 3x square minus 27. Now let's check the double differentiation. It is 6x. Okay, so this is the double differentiation of this one. Now what we can do is, like, we can put the endpoints here. So or what you can do, you can make this differentiation equals to 0. If you make this differentiation equals to 0, like either this will be maxima, minima, or inflection point. So my x square will be equals to 9, x will be equals to plus minus 3. Obviously plus 3 is in the range. They have told us plus 3 is in the range and minus 3 is out of the range. So I will choose x equals to 3. Now if I choose x equals 3, let me check what is the value of that of the double differentiation at x equals to 3. It is 6 times 3, which is equals to 18 itself. So my f double dash of x is greater than 0. What does that mean? That means simply we have a minima over here. So this is a minima when my f dash of x equals to 0 and f double dash of x greater than 0, and like so, hence b will be correct. We would have had a maxima if f dash of x is equals to 0 and, let me change this, f double dash of x is less than 0. Okay, so we would have had a maxima, but this time we have minima, and if this was equals to 0, then we would have had a inflection point. Okay, so this is it for this simple question, calculus question, maxima minima question. Then we have 3 vectors and they have told us to like tell which of them are correct. Okay, so here, like, this is also, I believe this was also MSQ, sorry, this is also MSQ actually. Which of them are correct? Okay, so this is like a MSQ question. So here, if we check what we know, we know this relation. Okay, how to remember this relation? This is the triple cross product, or vector cross product. They tell you this, that how to remember this relation. So when P cross Q cross R is here, so first we take the further one. Okay, P times R. First we tell the further one to come close to us. So P dot R becomes this, and like what is remaining? Q is remaining, so Q will come here, and then we take the nearer one, because nearer one is already near us. That's why. So P dot Q R, and this is negative. So negative sign will come here. I hope you remember this basic formula from class 11. We remember this. So this is correct. B is correct. Okay. So what is this D option telling us? So D option is telling us that P cross bracket Q cross R equals to P cross Q in bracket times R. So is this true? No, this is not true, because we know vector multiplication doesn't follow the rule of associativity. Like simply what we know, that this q cross r is not equals to r cross q, but we know that the dot product does follow the rule of associativity. Like r dot r bar dot q equals to q bar dot r. Okay, so yeah, this is not true. Okay, and what about these and these? So this you can simply find out from here. Okay, I will just write this down. So let me copy this. So this will be p. So we take the further one first. Okay, so p dot r bar, and remaining one is here in the bracket outside, minus, then take the nearer one, p dot q bar. So this will get cancelled, this will be equal to 0, and this is r bar, then plus again the further one first, q dot p bar in r bar, minus the nearer one, q dot r bar into p bar, then plus the further one first, q dot r dot q bar p bar, minus nearer one again, r dot p dot into q bar, equals to what is it equals to. So what we can notice is, so let me not write this 0. What we can notice is this and these are same, because I told you just now that r dot p bar and p bar dot r bar are same thing. So this will get cancelled. What about the other terms? P dot q and q dot p, r is there and plus minus is there, so again this will get cancelled. And what else we have? We have q bar dot r bar p and plus r dot q, again this one will also get cancelled. So obviously we will remain with 0 null vector. So this statement is true, and obviously for this, what is this? You can do one thing, first find p cross q and then do the dot product with this r vector, or what do you know, this is the box, right? Box method. So obviously this is the determinant of C option, this is of this whole, all of them, right? R, p and q along the ijk direction. So what is r? R is 2, 3, 4, p is 1, 1, 1, and q is 1, 2, 3. Okay, now can we notice any trend? If I add these two row up, I get row 1. So row 1 equals to row 2 plus row 3. Hence they are dependent. Hence this determinant will be equal to simply 0. And here, yes, they have provided us with 0. So hence this option is also correct. So my answer will be A, B, C. A, B and C if the options are arranged like this. Okay. So yeah, this is it for this question series. And if you want more question like for the chemical branch also, I can provide that. So like this video has already gone long, I will stop here. And if you like the content and stuff, if you like the explanation, then do please hit the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.